a brand spanking new episode of the Three Counted Out podcast, where another week in the NFL has wrapped up, another week in college has completed, the world of AEW and WWE are trailing along 1 week at a time. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, I'll leave that up for you to decide. I just hope that the Israeli government would start to criticize the actual product of WWE on its screen instead of just criticizing its pay-per-view names, but that's beside the point. We'll get to that later. Hi, my name's Jackal, and with me I am joined by my Billy and Chuck, Mike, and FGK.
But can we get... Oh,
nice!
Can we get married for real, though, unlike theirs?
Maybe, but only if you ask very nicely.
You can be our Rico.
Oh, I can grow some sideburns. Not good, but I can grow some.
Also, this is an only Michigan week.
Well, with the way that the football landscape played out, it's probably better that way.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain he is, dead somewhere after the way Pennsylvania in general played football this weekend.
I think Aaron may have died and gone to hell. I think that's after the weekend. After the weekend he had, yeah. But
yeah, some of the stuff in the football world, some out. I'm happy he's okay out of the football world for realsies, but it was a long weekend for Era.
First, we have some business to attend to, as it is a PLE weekend this weekend, where Crown Jewel will be emanating from the kingdom of sorry, my bad, going down under to Australia. And for us Americans, that means we get to watch Crown Jewel at like 8 in the morning, I think.
Can confirm 8 in the morning.
Oh.
What's it on? Is this still ESPN?
ESPN Unlimited now. Also, you sound very far away from your microphone.
I'm not watching it.
That's very fair. Here,
that'd be weird if you did.
Here, Kevin, here's the thing. We're going to pick it, but we're going to put as much effort into our picks as WWE has spent building the pay-per-view, which is not much effort at all.
All right, let's go.
And it's even easier because there are... you know what? I will count them off for you. 1, 2, 3, 4 whole matches on this card so far.
Oh, boy. I mean, so far. They're not going to add 12 by tonight.
No, but they might add 1 because, he needs his 5 or whatever to finish edging or whatever it is.
He needs his 5 to finish.
You never know. 5 to finish.
So, out of all this...
That's my biggie used to count to 5.
What is the first match?
The first match we would talk about is a feud match. It is Rhea and Io versus the Kabuki Warriors. 2 hopeful lesbians against their bitter counterparts.
Are either of them champions?
No. Women's tag right now is Charlotte Alexa.
Okay, so this is just for feud. It's going to be Rhea going over in Perth. Done.
I think it's going to go opposite that. Rhea got her moment last year beating up Nia Jax to where, holy shit, Asuka and Kairi just got back, and I don't think they've won a single thing so far. Please, dear God, they need to win something. They're losing credibility by the second. Oh, God, their ship is sinking. Please, Hunter, dear God, help them. I know their name's not Io or Rhea or Tiffany. Please, they're sinking. Please, dear God, give them a win. Give me the Kabuki Warriors, please.
But they have had basically the Toni Storm. You know how Toni Storm's kind of a lesbian with everybody?
Kind of.
I'm
kind of overweight.
That's how Rhea and Io have been.
Oh.
So, I don't know. That relationship, that might compel them to a win.
Oh, they're going to take the Kabuki
People
Warriors.
People are even calling them Rio.
Ooh,
nice.
That's Brazil.
That is. That's not Perth.
Well, There's
also a female wrestler named Rio.
Do you pick Rio or Kabuki?
I pick Rio.
Okay. Okay. Well,
moving on to
anyway.
The second match, the one that FGK would actually want to watch, we have the GOAT, 17, John Cena
Oh.
versus
Oh.
facing off against
Oh.
the phenomenal one,
Oh.
AJ Styles.
Oh.
And I know this match is probably going to be a lot of spots where, again, Cena's paying homage to people. He's probably going to be using moves of and I'm sure AJ's going to do the same thing where he's probably going to use moves from people he's feuded with. I think it's going to be a fun match. This is going to be the only match that's going to be worthwhile on this card.
I agree, and I think this is where Cena finally wins, or heaven forbid, I'm thinking too much about it already because WWE doesn't. Or he's gonna get like screwed over. AJ gets the win because he beat AJ in their last match, and it's gonna lead up to Cena's next match or whatever.
The only thing, because that I feel has a very good chance of happening, the only thing that I have a gripe with about this, and I brought it up after SummerSlam, is that this whole run has been just shite, and it continues to be shite because they don't have a plan. Yes. The fact of the matter is, in February, March, when all this happened, they probably didn't have Crown Jewel planned out, and they'll go, oh, I guess we'll just figure it out by the time that we get there. And then they got here and went, oh, fuck, we have no plan. People are complaining that they're not going to see Cena AJ on Twitter. Just give them Cena AJ with no build.
Hold on. Remember, they didn't plan this at all. You're right. Cena made this match.
Yeah.
He even went on. He's like, I hear you. He's like, if you want to see Cena AJ, let him know. And that's what, like, he made the match happen. WWE did nothing. WWE wasn't going to have him face him, probably. It was going to just be a waste of a fucking pay-per-view.
I'm so glad it is happening. But sweet baby Jesus Lord on high, I'm so disappointed with how we got to this point. I think the match is still going to be fine regardless. I really wish that Dom would have lost to AJ so that Cena could win here and become that little Triple Crown champion. But if it doesn't happen, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it, since a Triple Crown is just something that Vince made up to make sure that people who were in the main event scene, who were now in the mid-card scene, feel better about their accomplishments. That's a whole nother podcast episode, though. For the sake of the match, I think I'm gonna go in a very unconfident AJ pick.
That's fair.
I would tend to agree with you and your unconfident AJ pick, but I have a feeling that they're probably just gonna go Cena, unless, and I didn't want to say this, and I was hoping one of you was going to. I think Kevin kind of hinted to it. Unless Piss Boy comes out and interferes in the match and AJ goes over that way.
That's what I'm saying.
But the only thing that's making me not say that is because it has come out on Twitter of people saying that Lesnar is going to be off TV for a while. So there is a chance. I don't think that chance is good.
That being said, there were also quote-unquote people on Twitter saying he was blacklisted from WWE.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
No more pee. No more pee-pee. Please.
No more alleged pee-pee.
Oh, no more allegedly pee-pee. No more, I'm full. I can't take it anymore.
All right, what's the next match? We're already talking about WWE too much.
The next match is for the WWE Women's Championship. I'm sorry, Women's Crown Jewel Championship, because there's a fucking difference.
Oh, that's
so
right.
It is. Yeah, the last two matches are champion v champion. So this is Stephanie Vacour versus Tiffany Stratton.
Oh, the queen of the ring to get the dynamite diamond ring. That doesn't matter and will only go back to a fucking Saudi Arabia tourist trap. Give me Vacour.
Give me Vacour. I don't really care.
Oh, yeah, I see what you did there. I'm gonna kill myself.
So is the whole point of this belt just if you win the pay-per-view, like that's all it is? It's a pay-per-view belt.
You win a ring. Yeah.
I thought it was the big
you get
belt.
both.
Well, so all right,
you get both.
if you go all the way back to that first time,
Yes.
Yes, you win a belt. The belt stays in their WWE shop thing in Saudi Arabia, and people
Right.
can, jerk off on it or whatever it is.
Okay, good.
Then what was supposed to happen, and then they just gave up on it immediately, was, well, you get this cool ring you get to wear the whole year.
Oh.
And they gave up on that as soon as they got back to the States.
Right.
They literally had a plane ride and went, never mind.
What happened to that ring? I don't know. Okay.
I don't
I
think
don't know.
Cody or Liv wore it a single time all last year.
Not
so,
once.
With that being
I
said,
think Cody probably went, hey, this is kind of us copying AEW. And they went, we don't copy them. We're better than them. And they got rid of it.
I changed my pick. Give me Tiffy time. I want Tiffany to remain undefeated in the year of our Lord 2025.
Wow,
Apparently
pissed.
me changing my pick made Mike rifle his fucking phone out the window.
Oh, he's back. He's calmed down.
Oh my god!
apparently my Discord didn't like your pick.
Whoa! Oh my god! Maybe I should change it back. I guess I'll take Stephanie still. Good lord!
Oh, that timing could have been any better.
All of a sudden, I was like, man, my game just got a lot louder.
Holy shit!
Mike,
All right, well,
Tiffy,
Discord
Vicaire.
kills for you.
Yeah, I would pick Stephanie because it seems like that she's the one person they're actually kind of pushing. But at the same time, Tiffany's blonde, so WWE, likes their blonde women, so I'm going to probably say Tiffany.
And speaking of blonde women, there's only one match left on this card.
And, I mean, he's kind of a woman sometimes. He stops like an angry old man, though. We have the men's Crown Jewel Championship, which doesn't necessarily make sense, because I think only one... Oh, no, they are both champions. Seth freaking Rollins against Cody Rhodes.
This could be a really good match. Will it? It may be middle of the road. It could be a really good match, though. Do the stakes matter at all?
No, this is just that Crown Jewel Saudi belt.
Yeah, so it's like, this feels like a Cody win, because I don't feel like this is a Cody win if it doesn't go anywhere. If this is like gonna go to like Mania or something, then it'll be a Seth win.
I feel like this is one of those where we start building the Survivor Series team.
Yeah, you took the words out of my fucking mouth, Mike. God damn it.
Yeah, where everybody starts coming out to help the other people, and you're like, wow, these look like teams almost. Hint, hint, wink, wink,
They're
nudge,
playing
nudge.
too many games with each other.
Oh.
War
Where's William Regal when you need
games. I don't care. I don't care about a Saudi blood money belt that's just going to go back to another tourist trap gift shop. I really don't fucking care. There's no prestige to this. It's not going to become a thing. It's never going to be a thing. No matter how much Mr. Saudi Arabia wants to pump his blood money to make it a thing, it's never... Quit trying to make fetch a thing. It's never going to become a thing.
Please, Mr. Blood Money was my father.
Do you guys like my rings? They're very nice.
I only killed 12 journalists for them. Ooh.
Yes, we put their blood right into the diamond itself.
Still not Saudi.
No.
Is it not still?
No. Yeah, one day you'll get it.
Well, there's
right.
another censor out there.
Cody, Seth, the Brawns are going to come out. Braun, Brain and Braun, the naughty boys, going to come down, beat up Cody. Jay's going to make the save. Becky's going to come down, try to beat up Jay. AJ Lee will come down. Someone's going to beat up AJ. That'll make Punk come down, and so on and so forth. Da-da-da-da-da. War Games build. Probably Seth winning. I don't care. It's just going to set up War Games because it's confirmed that the Survivor Series is going to be War Games in a baseball stadium, and baseball stadium's got a lot of seats to fill. Whoever wins this match, America loses, because by the time it's done, it won't even be time for football yet. I think it'll be like 12 o'clock, so...
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Wait.
If it... Oh, wait, no, because that's a Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah.
So college.
Yeah.
I was going to say, if it was a regular football, NFL, they'd already be on because
realized.
London.
This is on a Tuesday?
Saturday. It's on a Saturday.
What the fuck is today?
Monday.
Monday?
You should say it was tomorrow?
No.
No.
If I did, I had a bit of a slip.
Oh, I thought you said it was going to be on tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I might have said
No.
tomorrow morning because I listen. My brain slipped just like Joe Burrow slipped and broke his toe, which made Jake Browning become the starter for your Cincinnati Bengals, who had the
He
absolute
did so
pleasure
good.
of welcoming the 3-1, now 4-1 Detroit Lions into Cincinnati as the Lions were able to knock
Nice
off
segue.
the Bengals to a rousing, a lot closer than anticipated score,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
37-24.
Turns out, the Lions secondary not as good as Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, to the surprise of nobody. Especially when I think we were on our 6th or 7th cornerback because people kept on getting hurt.
Yeah.
Right. And it's we won definitively. It was a definitive win. I've seen people online go, "Oh, they almost lost." And it was like, we held them to 2 scores like the entire game. We weren't. They got more points than I thought. But
Well,
it was a definitive win.
The Lions also shit on it by getting so many goddamn penalties.
That being said, Mr. Terry and Arnold, I swear to Jesus, stop. Just stop. You are the only one that
There it
made a
is.
penalty. Literally, there's a penalty. Even if Jared Goff is out there, my natural instinct is, all right, where's Terry and Arnold? He's on the field somewhere. Where is he?
It sucks so much because it's giving me Jeff Okuda flashbacks, and it's not enjoyable to experience again. And also on top of that fact now, it is reported that it has come out that he was not playing that game 100%, which was very clear in the second half because
he hasn't been 100% like the last
The whole
3
season.
games. I don't know why they're surprised by that.
the score of the game in the beginning of the fourth quarter was the Lions 28 and the Bengals 3. The Bengals throughout the course of the fourth quarter made the game 37-24. So by the time the fourth quarter started, the game was pretty much already put away, barring a legendary god tier comeback, which we know was not going to happen.
To be fair, the Lions have fucked that up in the past. So
Oh yeah, but that is the same old Lions, Mike. This is in fact the brand new Lions, and the brand new Lions are also going to be without Terrion Arnold for the foreseeable future because it is reported today that Dan Campbell has come out and said that Terrion Arnold's shoulder injury has gotten worse, and Terrion Arnold will be joining DJ Reed being out for a long time. So we got Amik Robertson stepping up, Rocky Sin stepping up, and other corners that we have on the team.
By the way, I don't know how to actually say his name.
Rocky Sin?
Yeah, but they said it. I don't know if it was
Sin?
just the commentator yesterday said it in some wild fucking way where I was like, is that how you're supposed to say it?
Well, he also called
maybe one of the greatest football names.
He also called Aiden Hutchinson Aiden Hutchington or some shit like that too. So.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there is somebody, Kevin, right now in the NFL named Kool-Aid McKinstry. So
All right, that's pretty cool too, actually.
Joining the name Hall of Fame alongside such great as Dick Buttkiss and General Booty. And also that
Rowdy Beers
and that Noah kid on Eastern Michigan. Still not going to say his last name though.
No, we can't. That's how you get canceled.
It was a great game. Jared Goff, 19 for 23, 258 yards, 3 touchdowns. David Montgomery, 18 carries, 65 yards, 1 touchdown with a perfect passer rating, dropping a bucket into Brock Wright in his hometown return. Fun fact about this game, this is the first time that David Montgomery was able to play in the Cincinnati Bengals stadium in his entire career in the NFL. Did not know that.
And he got to play in front of his sister.
His sister.
Yeah,
That's very cool.
That was really cool.
Very cool.
Oh, shit, that's right. Speaking of family, I almost forgot to post this so you guys could see it. Boop. Go ahead and take a gander at that. It happened in September when it got announced, but it is just...
Defense.
Oh.
Seattle Seahawks running back Sean Alexander announced news that he and his wife Valerie are welcoming their holy fucking 14th.
14th child! Yeah. What a sidebar! Oh my god!
This man is trying to foster his own NFL team.
Between him and Phillip Rivers, we have a whole football team.
Oh my god, that'd be great.
I saw that and I almost fell out of my goddamn chair. Hey man, wrap it up.
Keep it in the
We don't
pants.
need that many
Do
Alexanders
you,
out
do you
there.
think he's just a really big family man, or do you think his pullout game has just gotten worse and
Oh,
worse and worse?
very
over the years?
weak. His thighs are probably made out of hopes and dreams at this point. So it's very slow to be like,
I
hold
don't know,
on,
him
it's
and Nick Cannon are
coming.
running for
Oh!
how many kids? Jeez.
Looking at the Seattle Seahawks, they went down to the Buccaneers to a final score of 38-35, and it is now time for the inaugural episode of Jackal's Football Minute, where we quick rifle through all the scores in the NFL as fast as humanly
The
possible.
upsets. This was a wild weekend.
Niners knock off the Rams 26-23. Vikings escape
Upset.
the Browns 21-17. Cowboys pummel the
surprise.
Jets 37-22. Saints
Not a surprise.
get their first win over the Giants 26-14.
Very surprising.
Was surprising.
Indiana Jones pummels the hopeless Raiders 40-6.
Not surprising.
Danny Dimes coming out doing it again.
Bryce Young barely ekes past the Dolphins 27-24.
That Dolphins team, dude. Hold on a second. That Dolphins team. What happened? It is so bad.
Mike
I mean,
McDaniel
what
needs to
happened?
go.
They were never like good.
Mike McDaniel needs to go.
Yeah, I think he does.
That's. I
But, well,
think
hey,
if
he
he.
did say himself to win, you can't lose or whatever it was. So he's,
Yeah, no, you hit it on the head.
If you
Yeah,
want to
he's
close
gonna
it, make
be-
sure it's not open.
he's going to be somebody's like best offensive coordinator.
Oh, yeah.
'cause he is
Oh, yeah. Not a
just
coach.
the worst head coach on the planet.
Speaking of head coaches that looked like they wanted to strangle people, Bo Nix and the Denver Ponies knocked off the Philadelphia
God.
Eagles 21-17. Nick
Yeah,
Sirianni
baby.
looked like he was about to blow a fucking blood vessel on the sidelines.
The fact that he didn't drop dead of a heart attack right there. Like, again, I talked about it during the game. How do you have Saquon and go, nah, let's make that Hurts dude be a legit quarterback and throw for 3/4 of the game?
Jalen
something
Hurts.
tells me Nick Sirianni like reads like posts online and he goes off his next game of what he read. People kept saying, Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback. I'll show them.
Well, no, that's
There you
just it.
go.
It's their new. They have a new offensive coordinator,
Oh,
and
yes.
clearly
no.
he is
yes.
very throw oriented.
Oh, yes.
Because when you have Saquon, like their whole game strategy last year was run Saquon.
Run.
Give Saquon
Run.
the
If in
ball,
trouble,
it'll work.
Run.
If in trouble, throw
Run.
ball.
The stat
And that
line
was their game plan.
for this game.
This year, it's let him air it out for like 40 times, and then if we need to, we'll try and run it once.
Jalen Hurts, 23 for 38. 38 passing attempts, 280 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kevin, quick guess on how many times Saquon Barkley rushed in this game.
God, I saw it was either 6 or 8. I think it was 6.
6 carries for 30 yards. That's it.
Crazy in a full game.
That's it.
Yeah, that's criminal. That is unless he's secretly injured and they're just not revealing that information. That is bonkers. And the dumbest, like the fact that dude's not fired now is insane.
Thankfully, they have a get-right game. They are Thursday Night Football this week where they will be taking on Cam Scatterbo in the New York Giants in MetLife Stadium, so that'll be one to watch. The
Watching
Texans...
Cam Scatterbo go against them next week will be quite the...
Cam Scatterbo is going to have the most amazing 2-year career in the NFL the world has ever fucking seen.
Here's the thing. Somebody said it online, and I agree. Drop his number to 40, put on a neck pad, call him Allstott Jr., just let him fucking go. Because he's like Peyton Hillis was. He's like, I don't know.
He's
somebody
Jeremy
else.
Shockey
But-
without the hair.
But he just puts his head down and he runs forward. If somebody's in his way, fuck him. And I love watching that dude. That is that old school football. Like somebody's gonna get hurt. It's either gonna be you or me. I guess we're gonna find
your
out.
pick.
I fucking love it.
Fuck around and find
I
out with
love it.
Scatterbo. The Houston Texans absolutely dismantled the Lamar Jackson-less Ravens 44-10.
Good lord, yeah,
Oh
dude.
my God.
The
Ravens season is done.
The Tennessee Titans bumblefucked around and somehow magically knocked off the Cardinals 22-21.
Did you see that play?
Oh yeah, I saw it all.
The one where it was an interception, a fumble,
Yep.
and then 4 people swatted it around and it accidentally became a touchdown.
Yep.
The fuck?
Holy shit.
Without seeing it, that sounds wild.
And also,
It was. He literally threw it directly to the defense. Dude
Yep.
caught it. went to run, got knocked out of his hands. 4 separate people tried to pick it up and batted it so far backwards it ended up in the end zone, where a Titan dove on top of it for a touchdown.
The
That's how bad both those teams
oh
are right
yeah,
now.
oh
That's
yeah.
awesome.
The Buccaneers knocked off the Seahawks on a last-second field goal, 38-35, making note that all 4 of Baker Mayfield's wins this season came at the last second yet again. So when we play the Lions, we just got to make sure that the game is out of reach outside of the final seconds of the quarter, so Baker doesn't have a chance to come back and win.
You mean the Buccaneers?
The Buccaneers, I called them the Bakers.
No, you called them the Lions.
Oh, the Lions. The Commies knocked off Harbaugh and the Chargers 27-10, and Drake May and the Patriots absolutely manhandled Buffalo and the Bills 23-20 in a very, very surprising game. Monday Night Football tonight, the Chiefs and the Jags, where the Jags will move on to play whoever cares next week, whilst the Lions get the Chiefs. Sunday Night Football, Jared Goff's Patrick Mahomes, round 3 next Sunday.
I want to quick hit a 1, 2, 3. 1, this is going to be quite literally the worst Monday night game. Someone actually decided Jaguars and Chiefs. Yes, that's what the people want. Fucking awful. Next week's game, next Sunday night game? Now that's going to be a game. I know that sounds biased because I'm a Lions fan, but let's be honest. 2 good teams. Well, 1 good team and Taylor Swift. Should be entertaining. And then thirdly, Bills Pats. Do you think they played bad? Do you think the Pats played good? Do you think it was just a concoction of...
It was both.
They're both football teams, and even though there's good and bad teams, even bad teams can win?
I'll say this. Drake May's a fucking dog.
Everyone had Bills going over. Not a single person, even people in New England, had Bills going over.
Well, yeah.
I think this is... One, this is the issue of Buffalo's offensive line because Josh Allen does, I don't think, he has not had a good offensive line his entire time in Buffalo, and he doesn't need him because he's just going to run out of the pocket regardless. 2, when you pay an elite quarterback like Josh Allen elite quarterback money, it kind of leaves you lacking funds to be able to pay for, I don't know, an offensive line and maybe a defense as well. Because
or, some solid wide receivers besides for one.
The Bills are kind of on a bit of a fluke run here the first half of the season. They're 4-1, and let me read you their first 5 opponents. Ready?
Yep.
The Ravens, who are now floundering at 1-4.
Yeah.
The winless Jets.
Yep.
The bumblefucking Dolphins.
Yep.
And the Saints, who barely just got their first win.
Ooh.
And now the Patriots beat them last night.
Wow, so they haven't really faced... I mean, you could argue the Ravens because they were still healthy and good, and that was a good comeback. Besides that, though, they have not really faced like a... by your haunches team.
Out of the 4 teams that they've played so far and beaten, they've combined for 3 total wins.
Yeah, that's not great.
It's not good. Ravens have 1 win, Dolphins have 1 win, the Saints have 1 win, and the Jets have 1 win. Or Jets have no win, sorry.
Jesus.
Yeah. And now their vaunted competition, they have Monday Night Football next week, and it's going to be at the Falcons. So...
Which they should beat handedly in theory. Because
right.
Falcons.
They're not going to get challenged until the Chiefs visit them at the beginning of November. So I'm not the biggest believer of Buffalo this year, so we'll see.
Okay.
No. And this game, I mean, that New England defense, even though it's not great, smacked them in the mouth quite a bit.
Yeah.
I think James Cook, right? That's their running back. He got a couple of decent runs. That's about it.
James Cook, 15 carries for 49 yards. Josh Allen was better off of 9 scrambles for 53 yards. So James Cook was not even the leading rusher.
Yeah, exactly. And it was just that offensive line got its ass beat, and then their defense, again, it wasn't that New England played amazing because, I mean, really, they have Stephon Diggs and Drake May and a couple decent running backs. But it's not even that the offense was that good. It's just that the offense tried more and their defense was better. At least their defensive line was better. But I mean, Drake May, you could tell he was determined to fucking get that win.
And it worked.
Dude was working his ass off that whole game. It was impressive to watch.
I hope that next week's slate is going to be just as exciting, because looking at the lineup, we got a couple of exciting games, a couple of games that are going to be nigh unwatchable or verging domestic abuse almost. So next week is going to be a whole array of football on our plate ahead of us, just like the past week in the world of college football as well. That was chock full of upsets, like the one I want to talk about first. I know someone.
Before we get into that, I've been doing a lot of studying. I've been doing a lot of research. I've been talking to a lot of important people, and I think I have the insider knowledge to talk about this.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So let me see. So honestly, the best way to start.
He passed out. Mike, he passed out in his chair.
Yeah, that's what happens when he tries to study. He can't read. He tries. God bless him.
He did his best,
but you see that little blood vessel going on the side of his head, and out like a light he goes.
Oh boy, he said the best. I'm so smart when it comes to this line of work, huh? And then there he went. Damn.
Yeah, he tried. We should call an ambulance, but you know what? We'll just leave him there for now.
Fine.
Just put some sunglasses on him. It's all good. Yeah, that game.
So
that was a surprise.
Remember, dear listeners, last week when little old me told Era, "Hey, you guys should absolutely bitch slap and dog walk and not have to worry about UCLA in the slightest." If you don't watch college football, the number 7 Penn State Nittany Lions went into the Rose Bowl, went into the Coliseum to the winless UCLA Bruins. They welcomed them with open arms. And the final score for this game was the number 7th ranked Penn State Nittany Lions 37. The UCLA Bruins, who has not won a single game all year, 42. Penn State is now winless. Or not winless, Jesus Christ. Penn State is now unranked. I could not even tell you the last time that Penn State was unranked, Mike.
I didn't know it made them unranked. Holy moly.
They completely fell out of the entire top 25.
That is insane.
You know how bad it is? I Googled college football to look back at all the old past games, and I went, oh, son of a bitch, would you look at that? They're not even there anymore. So I had to Google Penn State versus UCLA to get the results from the game. They fell out of the top 25.
That is wild.
I know Era has said what he said about James Franklin last week, and that was against Oregon. And Oregon right now is the number 3 ranked team in the country. UCLA is nowhere near even, I would say, the top 80, 90, even 100 if I'm being generous. So actually, I do have one positive thing to come out of it if your name's not Era. UCLA is now tied with James Franklin for as many top 10 as many wins against a top 10 program as he does in the past 10 years. Tied with 1.
Well, that's nice.
I'm sorry, but dude, that's not good, man. I told Eric that last 4th down call, when they let so much time run off the clock, was the worst fucking 4th down call I have seen in my entire life.
I remember, because I switched from the game that I thought was going to be one way, that lovely Texas game. I switched away from that because I saw how that was going to go.
We'll get to that
And
one
I switched
next.
over to this, and even the commentator was saying, like, why aren't they calling a timeout? Why are they just letting this time run down? They could be saving all these seconds and still get that 2 minute. Like, why are they letting it run down? And nobody had an answer. It was just kind of like, well, whatever, fuck it.
Oh, well, we tried, I guess.
I think they were so surprised that they didn't beat him by 40 that he just didn't know how to act.
Yeah, the spread for this game was Penn State was favored by 24.5 points, and they lost by 5. So
Yeah.
a lot of people, well, I shouldn't say a lot of people. Some people made a lot of money off this game.
Well, and I think Penn State pretty much would have to win out to even be remotely near the playoffs, right?
Yes. Penn State, because Northwestern, Iowa, Michigan State, Nebraska, Rutgers, winning those games are not going to do them anything. They need to beat both number 1 ranked Ohio State on the road now and beating
probably not going to happen.
number 7 Indiana when they travel to you, just to be even considered for a wild card spot. If you lose one more game, your fucking season's done. Your season's done. You're no postseason, no bowl game. Well, I mean, you'll get a bowl game, but it'll be so pointless that it won't even matter. So
it'll be like the Chick-fil-A Oopsie Poopsie Bowl or something, or like the Cheez-It Bowl or something like that.
The other game that you had brought up to another team that is now unranked. This is the curse of the number 2 ranked teams, because now the now 3-2 Texas Longhorns are also out of the top 25 as they drop to Florida 21-29. Arch Manning, the Mr. Heisman frontrunner of the year before even taking a single snap. It's almost like someone came out before the season started and said, wow, Arch Manning, wasn't he kind of mid? And we're putting him at the number 1 odds-on favorite to win the Heisman this year? If only there was a date on that TikTok that I could go back in time to show that I was calling him mid before the season even fucking started.
Yep.
He's as much of a Nepo baby as fucking Shedeur Sanders is. At least Shedeur Sanders kind of had the stats to back it up, too, because Arch...
Well, no, he didn't.
Well, yeah, it's kind of... Yeah,
he had a mid-season, lost the bowl game, didn't even have good numbers, and they retired his jersey because his dad's the fucking coach. He wasn't a good quarterback then, and he wonders why he's not starting now.
Arch
I
Manning,
mean, I want him to try and prove that he belongs, but I also kind of... He needs a fucking reality check hard. He needs to get hit in the goddamn mouth at like 14 times in the NFL and prove that he's a mid-quarterback at best.
They're not even going to do if Dylan Gabriel is just going to be the one eating all those shots. Thank God old man Winter, Joe Flacco, is out of the way, but still.
They should just trade him to somebody that needs a fucking quarterback.
Baltimore has got a lot of room up at the top right now, I'd say. Or Cincinnati even.
Yep. Trade him for like a 3rd-round pick or some shit. Not even.
Arch Manning, 16 for 29, 263 yards, 2 touchdowns, as well as 2 interceptions against the same Florida defense that ended up losing that game earlier this season to South Florida, 18-16. So, not.
And Florida was not taking. Florida was being violent this game. It was impressive to watch.
You had to peel some Texas players up off the grass once this one was all said and done, because goddamn shit got chippy.
That's what made it fun to watch, though. Is one of those games where you're just like, damn, just beating the snot out of each other, and then it turned to, damn, Florida's just beating the snot out of Texas.
Other games that got very chippy, one-sided, what have you. We'll do another quick rapid-fire blow-through. Cincinnati ended up knocking off Iowa State 38-30. Illinois held off Purdue 43-27. Georgia handled Kentucky 35-14. Alabama conquered their demons from last year, beating Vandy 30-14. Oklahoma, for some reason, had a out-of-conference game this late in the season still, as they beat Kent State, the good old Kent State Black Flashers, 44-0.
And probably lost a guy in the process, because good fucking Lord.
Because he is now smelling colors and tasting rainbows. My fucking Lord, why in God's name would you have a brick wall right close to the touchdown, to the end zone?
Yeah, if anybody needs to know what I'm talking about, look up Oklahoma player runs into brick wall and literally got a touchdown because it was against Kent State. Of course, you're going to get a touchdown. And then at the back of the end zone, about 5 yards out, is a brick wall, and he hit it head first. And that man was not okay.
I would like to tell you, dear folks, that Mike is over-exaggerating. He is not. Legitimately jumped into it head first, said cannonball, but with his noggin, and I believe that player may or may not still be in the hospital.
Yeah. Turns out not supposed to run into brick walls.
Ohio State bitch slapped Minnesota for 60 minutes on national television in one of the most boring primetime games of all time. The Battle of Florida turned out to be a lot more competitive than we thought it was going to be.
Hell yeah.
Miami 28, Florida State 22 in a very close competition. But
it was such a good one to watch. That was the one where I was like, the Battle of Florida, and I was like, you know what, I guess I'll watch it. And I started watching, I was like, this shit's good.
It was hype.
It was so fun to watch. That was just a classic good football game.
Very similar to the Lions. The score heading into the fourth quarter was Miami 28, Florida State 3, but Florida State clawed their fucking way back into that game and made it very competitive throughout the fourth quarter, which is why...
Because I remember... Oh, go ahead.
Which is why they have not dropped out of the top 25. Florida State now ranked 25. Miami, with all of the upsets, Miami now ranked number 2 in the nation.
Hell yeah. Miami has earned it this season. They have been working their ass off. They have been just putting in gritty fucking matches this whole time. And the way this one went, like, I remember I was like, oh, this is going to be a good matchup. Oh, never mind, it's not. And all of a sudden I was like, never mind, it is again. Because it went from like, oh, this is a pretty one-sided ass whooping to, uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Man, I think I might have picked wrong. But, yeah, it was good. It made me happy to watch football this weekend.
It was very enjoyable because you were enjoying that game after our team was safe from apparently upset weekend, as the then number 20 ranked Michigan Wolverines were taking on the unranked Wisconsin Badgers and fended off Luke Fickell and friends to a final score of 24-10. Michigan, with all the upsets, jumping up to number 15 in the nation.
Yeah, I don't expect them to do much this year. I don't expect them to be in the playoffs or anything, but you know, as long as there's an improvement on last year, that's all I care about.
Mike, if you want more of my in-depth thoughts into this game, thankfully my schedule has kind of calmed down a bit, so I'm able to record some football reactions again. That video should be up on the channel already by now, so we can kind of analyze all of this stuff a bit more in-depth. But a point that I made is that the 2024 Michigan Wolverines lose this game 9 times out of 10. Last year's team 100% loses this fucking game to a final score of 10-6 or some shit, you know?
Right.
The fact that Bryce Underwood can still throw for over 270 yards with a touchdown, and with on top of how many drops happened in that fucking game, how many times Bryce put it into the hands of Samaj Morgan, and Samaj Morgan went, yeah, but I don't want to catch it right now.
Yeah, they really need to work on getting him a thing called running back or wide receivers.
Holy
because
shit.
How are you going to get the number 1 overall quarterback and then just not have any weapons for him to throw
Not
to?
have anybody catch the ball. It was so fucking bad. Thank God Donovan McCulley stepped up. 6 catches for 112 yards, but that's half of Bryce Underwood's yards right there. I really, really wish they showed you drops, because I swear to God, it would be so so many on the Michigan side. It felt like there was one a drive at this point. I think
That's kind of how it was, yeah.
Gus Johnson said Michigan is now leading the nation in drops. So the quarterback's getting the ball to him. But holy shit, Ron Bellamy, the wide receivers coach, it's time to fucking earn your paycheck, Susan. What are we doing, dude?
Right. And, like, if those boys can't catch, fucking tell your quarterback that then, because what the hell? Like,
yeah.
just
yeah.
watching it hit him dead in the fingies and drop it.
Whoop.
Like, anybody can drop a pass. They're not supposed to be. They're in one of the best schools in the country. They shouldn't be dropping footballs.
It's really not that hard to understand, but what do I know?
Yeah.
Thankfully, Michigan's schedule the rest of the way is definitely not as daunting as some people realize, because I would say our next 2 games are the most challenging on the schedule. Oh, excuse me, the most challenging on the schedule until the season finale, which is we are on the road to USC next week, another primetime matchup, and then we
Should win that one.
We welcome Washington the week after. And
Should win that one. Washington's sneaky good, like sneaky okay, in that way that they could sneak out wins on some teams.
Because
USC is kind of the same way.
Washington was able to hang with Ohio State 2 weeks ago, but this is also the same Washington team that just got fucking picked apart by Maryland this past weekend.
Yeah.
Maryland dotted their asses up, and USC is also the same team that just lost to Illinois, which is the same Illinois team that got blown the fucking brakes off by Indiana at home. So I think there's a bit of disparity here between these two. So hopefully Michigan can pull out, because in order...
Yeah, Michigan has the capability right now of beating both these teams handedly.
USC, Washington, Michigan State, Purdue, Northwestern, Maryland, Ohio State. In a perfect world, we're 9-1 by the Ohio State game.
Michigan State is going to be a sneaky game this year because, yeah, they have been playing quietly decent. Again, not great, but better than they have in a while. So that's going to be one of those games where all of a sudden people are going to have to pay attention, because they might start racking up some points, and Michigan has that history of, kryptonite.
Mm-hmm.
Every team has one.
Yeah, you can say that one again, because Michigan State has not won a game in the Big Ten this year, as they lost to USC 2 weeks ago to a final score of 45-31. And this past weekend, they ended up losing to Nebraska to a final score of 38-27. So Michigan State has got some juice there on the offensive side of the ball. As far as defense goes, doesn't really look like much, because they've only held opponents to a score under 10 one time, and that would be Western Michigan at the season premiere. So I'm always nervous about Michigan State, because you never know with rivalry games, but I'm confident. I won't say cocky. I'm confident, and I think that's a big difference there.
That's fair.
So we'll kind of keep this podcast high and tight. I know since Ara's going to be editing from the depths of hell, allegedly, this week, we'll keep it even shorter. High and tight Michigan podcast. We don't got much to complain about this week. The state of Michigan still owns the state of Ohio. Oh, but the Cleveland Guardians came back and won the division. Yeah, but we knocked you out of the fucking playoffs. Shut up. Who cares, idiot?
I will say one thing I was upset about, because I think I said they were going to win when we talked about it, even though 5 now. Eastern Michigan.
Oh, yeah!
In an overtime barn burner, falls to Buffalo.
What's the final score?
And I was sad.
Tell me.
Huh?
What's the final score?
Final
Tell
score?
Me.
Eastern Michigan 30.
Oh.
Buffalo 31.
Oh, no, by a single point. What was Noah's stat line?
I don't know. I'd have to look it up. But they lost because of a missed extra point.
Oh, no.
A single extra point.
Oh,
Is
no.
because it went first quarter 7-7, second quarter 7-7, third quarter 7-7, fourth quarter 3-3, overtime 6-7.
Oh, oh, no, Eastern. Eastern's only won a single game this year. Oh,
They
no,
are
Eastern.
1-5.
Oh, fuck. God bless it. We got to
Yeah.
follow them the rest of the way. We got to see who's going to win the action, baby.
I do. I mean, look at it. The game. The game looks like it had some damn good stuff. You know, 30 to 31. That's a lot of just offense.
It really was. I need to watch some highlights later. But we will turn our attention, Mike, you and me, mano a mano in the pick'ems this week, 1-on-1 with each other. We'll pick some doozies here because I think let's be selfish, you and me. If we're gonna pick these games, let's get some good ones to take a look at here. I'm not gonna be taking a look at
I
a
like it.
garbage game. What the fuck? Pfft, get that out of here.
Every now and then, those garbage games turn out okay, though.
They turn out to be quite enjoyable to watch, but pretty easy to pick.
True, very true.
Let's take a bit of a look-see at the NFL first, where we're going to take a look at the San Francisco 49ers traveling out to Tampa Bay to take on Baker and the Bucks. 4:25 on Sunday. I believe it's still going to be Brock Purdy, or it's going to be Mac Jones. So Mac Jones and the Niners.
We're going to get some action.
Baker and the Bucks. 4:25 on Sunday. Who do we got?
Man, you know, I think the 49ers may have actually sold their souls this year to get wins because it doesn't make fucking sense otherwise. This team is so injured and so broken. And they just keep on picking up another one. Just keep on picking up another one. That being said, I trust Baker more than I trust Mac Jones. And maybe I'll be wrong for that. Maybe all of a sudden this will be another like 350-yard game and they're going to be going, shit, do we start Brock Purdy? Do we start Mac Jones from now on?
I don't know.
And if that's the case, I will be more than happy to be wrong about this. If Mac Jones becomes like the new stud fucking quarterback for the 49ers and I pick the Buccaneers like I'm planning to, I'm okay with it. So give me the Buccaneers. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope Mac Jones becomes the next just big fucking deal over in San Francisco after they just blew like $56 million
That'll make me
on Brock Purdy.
So happy. They just gave Brock Purdy a cartoonish size sack of money to become the new Niners quarterback. And then they go, oh, wait, Mac Jones is actually just as good, if not better. And we're actually saving a lot of money having him here right now.
He cost like $12 in a handshake. We literally bought him a pack of Pokemon cards. He's like, neat, can I be the starting quarterback too? We're like, sure, buddy.
I'll keep playing for you. That's fine by me. You just give me that Pikachu. I'll do what you need me to do.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like the Niners here, and also Tampa Bay losing and them kind of getting a little more brought down to earth would be better for us. I like it when NFC teams that are tied with us lose, and Tampa Bay right now is
I don't know, man.
us.
Here's the thing. I want Tampa Bay to win because when we get to them, I want us to be the reality check.
Ooh, we slap them in the mouth.
Yeah, like they come to Detroit and just get the shit beat out of them. I mean, just taken apart. I think it's possible.
Which is not this week, but next week. So it's very close, that Tampa Bay-Detroit game.
Yep.
Up next, though, we're going to take a look at a bit of a AFC North throwdown, which before this game didn't look as enticing to me. But now with a revitalized, juiced-up Cleveland offense, with a week of experience under Dylan Gabriel's belt, and a Pittsburgh coming off of a bye team, the Brownies are traveling to Pittsburgh to take on that vaunted defense. 1 p.m. on Sunday. Brownies and the Steelers. Who do we got?
Oh man. I don't. You say revitalized 40 or Brown's offense. It's not that revitalized. That offense still sucks ass. Because I will say this for hopefully, Quinshot Judkins, when his stuff all finally kicks off in court, hopefully he comes out innocent. Hopefully it's all resolved, or it's all dropped or whatever. Because he is fun to watch. So I'd really like to keep on watching him instead of him being a piece of shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, he's damn good.
And he is, between him and fucking Njoku all of a sudden deciding to start being a tight end again, which pisses me off when I finally see him. Luckily, Darren Waller was like, fuck it, I'm not a DJ anymore. I'm going to go back to playing tight end and be the only offense that, Miami has. But anyways, Dylan Gabriel is not great yet. Luckily, he's a rookie. You put him in the system. Hopefully, it works for him. They don't have much, but I think their defense is so good. Pittsburgh has the person that picks apart defense in Aaron Rodgers. If Aaron Rodgers is off his drugs or whatever, they have the potential to win that game. But I think Brown's defense leads them to a W.
Ooh, you're kind of sniffing what I'm selling right now. I think that Pittsburgh off of a bye is one of those teams that you can definitely take advantage of. Because all these teams that are like, oh, a bye is so important, a bye this, a bye that. When you've been juiced and playing for 5 weeks straight and you're in that sort of flow state and you catch a team that comes out flat, especially when you have a defense like Cleveland does, I feel like Myles Garrett can come out and punch Rodgers in the fucking mouth. I feel with how close that Cleveland played Minnesota last week, and I feel Minnesota is very comparable to Pittsburgh, and Minnesota got beaten by the same Steelers.
Minnesota has better wide receivers.
Very true. Very true. And I feel like Minnesota has kind of a comparable O-line, which is not that good. I think this is a very beatable Pittsburgh team, which is why I'm going to join you. I'm going to join you with the Cleveland pick here.
Yeah, like I said, the only way I can see this going the other way is if for some reason that O-line holds out long enough for Rodgers to get a read. I think that secondary starts to get picked apart. Because Rodgers, even though he's old man Rodgers, is still good at that.
Very true.
And he has the wide receiver in DK Metcalf, where it's just, I'm going to throw it at him, he can get it higher than anybody else, so I know I can get down the field with it. And if that happens, then all of a sudden the points start going up, and Browns don't have an offense to counter them. So that's the only way that it goes Pittsburgh's way. If Rodgers can get any amount of time to throw the ball, I think that game goes the complete opposite direction.
So, turning our attention to the world of college football, we get one good game to take a look at that will affect us here in the future, Mike. Let's take our look at number 7 Indiana, the Kurt Cignetti and his Hoosiers, traveling all the way to Eugene, Oregon to take on the Ducks. 3:30, the middle slot on Saturday. Number 7 Indiana, number 3 Oregon. Who do we got?
Hold on just a second. So we have 5-0 against 5-0, and this Indiana team is probably the best they've had in a minute. Man.
Yeah, this is where game day is going to be at too. This one's the must watch next week.
Yeah, you ain't fucking kidding. And when you look at their stats, dude, this is the hard part. When you look at their stats, they're almost identical. Because Mendoza, 89 for 122, 16 touchdowns, 1 interception, 1,208 passing yards. Moore, 100 for 134, 14 touchdowns, 1 interception, 1,210 passing yards. Hemby, 351 rushing yards. Hill Jr., 270 rushing yards. Sacks for their top guys, 3.5 and 4. Man,
It's
there's
gonna
a
be good game.
69% chance Oregon's going to beat this, according to ESPN Analytics.
It's gonna be a
But
good
I don't
game.
know, man.
Yeah.
This is going to be one of those ones, man. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I would say if this were any other game and I hadn't watched the Indiana games, I would have said Oregon all day. It would have been easy. I wouldn't have had to think about it. But this is not a normal Indiana team. Fuck it. Give me the upset. Give me Indiana.
Ooh, you saucy little boy. I am gonna join you again because I think this Oregon team is beatable. I think this Oregon team is very, very beatable. I don't think they have the same type of juice that they did last year. Mainly looking at that 30-24 whiteout game that they had 2 weeks ago. I think any old Oregon team, especially now looking at Penn State, the state of them now, that win is nowhere near as impressive now. I think an older Oregon team, say last year's, goes in there and absolutely manhandles Penn State. Granted, Oregon is going to be at home. They are going to get Indiana at home. I just think with the way that Indiana's playing right now, with the chip on their shoulder, Indiana's playing lights out motherfucking football. I just think they're going to come in feeling some type of way about it all. I hope Indiana comes in, slaps Oregon in the mouth, and they freaking take it home. Do I know for a fact that's going to happen? I don't know. I don't know. But the last game, Mike, you and I get to take a look at together. You brought it up earlier. I want to follow them a bit further now. I want to see if Eastern Michigan can get 2 wins on the year. Northern Illinois Huskies traveling to Ypsilanti to take on the Eastern Michigan Eagles. The Huskies are favored by 1.5. Eastern's at home. Huskies versus the Eagles. Who do we got?
Do you have what? And they're 1-4 against 1-5. Oh boy. Man, you know what? We live close enough to there, and I keep on following them. I'm gonna keep on drinking the juice, drinking the Kool-Aid. Give me Eastern Michigan, man.
Let's go. Let's go. Eastern, you better get this win. If I didn't work Saturdays, you bet your ass I'd be at this game right now.
Hell yeah. That'd be a good game to go to.
Great game to go. Well, hey, tickets as low as $22 to get into the stadium. So dirt cheap to get in.
Let's see. Let's take a game. Eastern Michigan. I spelled Michigan, Michitan.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Saturday, October
$25. Oh, yeah, baby.
Dude, 4% of tickets left.
Wow.
Their game against Miami, 2% of tickets left. Almost all of their games are, like, borderline sold out.
Let's go, Eastern. Okay.
Right,
Eastern making a little bit of scratch coming back their way.
Reserved. Ooh, what is reserved?
But with that being said,
hey man, you want to sit row trip AA or row A? We're spending $70 to $95.
Ooh.
You want to sit a little bit further back, but not too bad. 36.
Ooh, okay. Well, I need to enter in my credit card information, and I don't feel comfortable doing that until this episode comes to a close because we were able to take a very, very quick sneak peek at the Crown Jewel PLE coming on up this weekend, first thing in the morning, reviewing both college and NFL and previewing both college and NFL. And if you enjoyed the things that we said, make sure you hit that like button over on the YouTube. Hit that 5 stars on the Spotify. Make sure you are leaving a comment because I will read it in my goofiest voice possible. Literally, I'll read it in a goofy voice, even though no one listened to me last week, you bastards. If you enjoyed the things I said, you could find me wandering around Jurassic Park trying to find Richard Attenborough. Oh, wait, he's dead. I guess if you did enjoy the things I said, twitch.tv/JackalJoker or youtube.com/JackalJoker work just as good.
Mhm. And if you like me, keep listening to this, download it, and get our Spotify code tattooed on your left testicle. Just the left one, not the right one. That one's racist. I heard what it said.
Oh.
If you don't like me, that's okay. I'm going to drive into Superior.
And Fight Cat. He's still passed out.
Yeah, no, he hasn't been breathing for this whole time.
Hey, do you got... Hey, that big... Do you
I
still got
believe he pooped himself.
that big stick?
Yeah, of
Okay.
course. I keep the big stick on me always.
You always got to carry
Here,
a big stick.
want it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna... I'm gonna keep a safe distance, but I'm gonna prop him up in his chair, kind of off of his lap, and get his shoulders. Does that count? His shoulders are pinned against the back of his chair with the stick. I'm not gonna touch him though.
Well, no. Well, I mean, you made his chair fall over, so I guess now that
He's on the
ground
floor
in his
now.
chair.
He's on the floor
Yeah,
now.
that definitely counts now. I'll count it.
yeah.
1, 2, 3. I don't
Ugh.
feel good about
Gross. Yuck.
it. Yeah, there's poop everywhere.
Yeah. All because he wanted to
take some...
try to learn college football more. I didn't think it was gonna make him shit himself.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you pass out or something, allegedly.
This just in, folks. Learning about college football makes you pass out and shit your pants. More at 11.
Well, yeah. It happens when you try to read hard. Or hard read. I don't know.
Hardball reading?
Ooh, maybe.
Yeah.